If your spoiler sense isn't already tingling, here is your last warning before in-game and Far From Home spoilers swing into action.
Hey, could you hold this for a second? Thanks.
On this IMDb brief presented by Progressive, we break down why in-game is only the beginning for Spider-Man Far From Home. In the Far From Home trailer, we finally see the new world of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, in which a reassembled Nick Fury is reassembling the Avengers, beginning with Spider-Man.
If you don't talk to him, then I have to talk to him. I don't want to talk to him. You sent Nick Fury to voicemail?
I gotta go.
You do not ghost Nick Fury.
After the great undusting by Professor Hulk in Endgame, the transition from Phase 3 to Phase 4 of the MCU finally makes sense. I mean, how are they gonna make Black Panther or Doctor Strange sequels when their title characters ended up like that Kansas song?
All we are is dust in the wind, dude.
I don't feel so good.
And we didn't feel good either, for a whole year. But now we can see that Far From Home picks up post-Endgame, where Peter Parker's classmates like Ned and MJ were also missing for 5 years, and time had essentially stopped for them.
You look pretty too.
He does, doesn't he? Except Flash Thompson, whose wispy mustache may hint that he didn't get dusted, and that he definitely deserves this for all the times he roasted Peter.
I'm here in St. Marco Polo. Oh.
The other big change for this webhead comes from the comic books and cartoon Into the Spider-Verse, and that's parallel universes.
We could have used someone like you on my world.
Your world?
Beck is from Earth, just not ours. The snap tore a hole in our dimension.
Marvel Comics refer to Earth 616 as the primary continuity for the heroes you know and love, to differentiate them from the offshoot multiverse Earths and comic book plots where things get weird.
This could literally not get any weirder.
It can get weirder.
The MCU sneaks sly references to Earth 616 in Avengers Endgame, Ant-Man's van was locked in Storage Unit 616, and in Thor: The Dark World.
Imagine that this is our world, and, oh, thank you. And this is another world.
There's leaked Far From Home footage of Mysterio referring to Spidey's world as Earth 616, while he claims to be from Earth 833, which in the comic books is the setting for Spider UK, hence the Union Jack on his suit.
Saving the world requires sacrifice. Sometimes people die.
Now, Jake Gyllenhaal as Quentin Beck seems like another great heroic mentor for Spidey in the wake of Endgame's result. Gyllenhaal does know a thing or two about web slinging since he nearly replaced Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man 2. Far From Home is the actor's first superhero film, but I wouldn't trust that he's Team Good Guys just yet. Since his 1964 debut as a Hollywood stuntman gone bad, Mysterio has almost always been a villain whose masterful illusions aid and abet his crime squad, the Sinister Six. In Far From Home, he claims to need Spidey's help to take on elementals from Earth 833, but this could be a ruse since we know Mysterio's old Sinister Six pals, Vulture and Scorpion, are still out there with big angry grudges against your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Or a little spider friend? I've got some boys on the outside who would love to meet him.
No matter who's fooling who, Far From Home will likely tackle classic Spidey storylines where Peter Parker tries to balance real life with that hero life, fighting to stay a normal teenager despite his awesome arachnid powers.
Bitch, please, you've been to space.
Yeah, good point, Fury. This IMDb brief is presented by Progressive, which critics are calling an easy way to save on auto, motorcycle, home, boat, and more. Check out progressive.com for how you can save, and stay tuned to imdb.com/imdbrief for more web slinging and trending stories.